Hey guys, I hope everyone's having a good start to their Wednesday. I'm gonna do a little bit of a different type of video today for my Wednesday video. So last night I did something I haven't done in a while. I really can't think the last time I did it. I don't think I have done anything like this in the past year. So what I did was I actually left the house about 10 o'clock last night for some night sky photography. I've mentioned, and I think in my About Me and maybe some other videos, that photography is one of those things I enjoy. I really haven't been doing a whole lot with it here lately, but in the fall I'll pick back up with some wildlife photography. I enjoy that, but night sky photography is has been one of my favorite things to do for a pretty long time with photography. So I went out, and we're past the peak, but the Perseid meteor shower has been going on, and it has been for multiple years. It was my favorite time to get out and take pictures. Last year I didn't go. I think maybe it was raining or something. I didn't get to go, but that was the first year I missed in a while. And this year it's just been crazy. I hadn't been able to go do it, and so last night after the wife and kids all went to bed, I decided I was going to get out and go. So I left the house about 10 o'clock, and I just went north of town up to our local lake, and it's one of my favorite places to go take pictures of night sky. So that's where I went, and had a good time. I'm covered with mosquito bites this morning, all over me, my arms and my hands. But it was a good time. So I saw quite a few meteors, but I didn't get any pictures of them. I'm gonna go ahead and put that out as a spoiler. There's no meteor pictures here on this one. But night sky photography, meteor photography it's a lot of fun. I don't know with these newer cell phones, if I know that there's some shutter settings and things that you can do. I don't know that it would work, but it might. But for me, having a good DSLR and a good lens is key. So what I did was I went out and set up on the lake, and I've got a picture of my setup here. I'll show you. And so anyway, I had my camera on my tripod. You have to have a really good, sturdy tripod. This is not an incredibly expensive tripod. There's much more expensive tripods out there, but this is a little Manfrotto tripod. And nothing fancy, nothing real expensive, but it's a good tripod. And then the other piece of equipment that was key was a remote shutter. With the night sky photography, you're doing long shutter, so where you open up the shutter. I do 30-second shutter. That gives you more time to capture a meteor in a single shot. It gives you more light, so you can see the stars and all that kind of stuff. And so, you got to get your camera settings all set up right. And for me, I've learned sort of where the focus point here on my camera. So you have to focus the camera. For me, this is a Sigma 17-70 lens. And you see right here, the focus, that's infinity. That's all the way out. What's supposed to be all the way out. But I have found that just under infinity is the best spot for this lens in my camera. And then, of course, you turn off autofocus, and you turn off your image stabilization. And then just find you a good dark spot. You have to get light pollution, what they call light pollution, where you got light from the city can really mess with you. And so get somewhere where you've got a good view of a dark sky, and you might catch a photo. I've been fortunate enough over the years to get quite a few. They're just it's a reward when you do. Last night I saw quite a few meteors in different spots in the sky, but just not exactly where I had my camera pointed. I mean, you're looking at a little slice of the sky up there taking these pictures, and it's it's sort of random there when you might or might not catch one. I know I saw one, and I had just stopped my camera, so that happens. For me, I've got a mosquito buzz me. For me, I have my policy or whatever is I pick a spot, and that's the spot I stay on. I don't go moving around, because what will happen is you'll be you watch a spot, you'll have your camera set up, taking pictures, and you look over here and you may see one or two over to your right. I go, oh man, if I move, I'm gonna get one over here. Well, you move, and then one's gonna come through right here where you've been. So it's a hit or miss. Like I said, I saw several, and but did not get a picture of any. The problem I had last night is, again, this is August, and humidity was really high last night. My lens, it fogged over on me with just the dew. It was a really heavy dew. I could tell just my clothes were getting wet, my camera was getting wet, the lens was getting wet, so everything sort of fogged over on me. And so I stopped after about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, taking pictures. And it was neat. I did turn the camera towards the Milky Way, and I'll show you the picture I got of the Milky Way. It was not a good, sharp picture of the Milky Way by any stretch. One, there was a lot of light pollution. I was pointed back down towards the south where our city is at, and there's also another city close by, and so there was quite a bit of light pollution there. So I didn't get a great shot of the Milky Way, but did get something. Now I'm down here in South Arkansas. I'm not taking pictures where, you know, you see these Milky Way pictures where they're taking it in some kind of just amazing mountain scene or something like that. That's not where I'm at. That's not my home. But there are some really beautiful features here that I enjoy trying to take some pictures of as well. So I don't know if anybody will get anything out of this video. You know, like I said, I just wanted to do something different. And but if you've ever tried night sky photography, or you're interested in night sky photography, leave me a comment below, and I can talk more about it in more detail, and my experience with it, which is not the most. I'm not the most talented artistic photographer, but I do enjoy getting out and taking some pictures when I get an opportunity. So anyway, like I said, I'm going to share these pictures with you here of the photos I took. I focused on the Big Dipper. That was my scene, mainly because that was the darkest part of the sky, sort of between some cities. Basically, you could see some lights over here and see some lights over to the left, to the west. And so I sort of picked the darkest part of the sky there, and which was the Big Dipper, and focused on that, and just had my shutter set to continually take photos. And that's what I did. Now, it was pretty neat because there was a thunderstorm, and you could see the lightning way off in the distance. And so I pulled up my weather app and looked, and the storm was way up at Little Rock, which is, I don't know, it was probably 90 miles, I guess, up there. So that was pretty neat. It may not be quite 90, it may be 80, but anyway, it was probably 90 miles up to where that storm was at, because it was on the north side of Little Rock, up around Jacksonville, and it was lightning like crazy, just non-stop flickering. And so I've never had a time where I've been night sky photography with a thunderstorm off in the distance like that. So I've got a little bit of lightning, a little bit of night sky, the stars, the Milky Way. I mean, it was a beautiful scene, regardless of what I actually photographed. It was really, really neat to sit there and watch. It really makes you feel small when you get out there under a scene like that, and think about how insignificant we are as individuals, but we're placed here on this earth by our Creator, and He's created some amazing scenes out there. So if you get an opportunity, get out, enjoy His creation, enjoy what He's put out there for you. And night sky photography is just one of those ways that you can do it. Like I said, leave me some comments below if you ever tried it, or if you have some interest in it. I'd love to talk more about this photography, and I may do that here maybe in the fall when I get out and do some more photography. Right now, I'm just trying to survive August, so I'm going to close this video out. I appreciate you guys watching. Forgive me for having something just completely off the wall here. I appreciate all of those that do watch. Excuse me, I can't talk, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.